Hey everyone, Dr. Chem here. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are embarking on something absolutely mind-blowing. We're taking a dramatic journey into an unseen, almost invisible world hiding right inside the electromagnetic spectrum. It's a realm of physics that, honestly, was locked away from us for the longest time, but it literally holds the key to fundamentally changing how we detect, analyze, and totally understand the physical world around us. We are talking about Terahertz Spectroscopy, and trust me, it's a real game changer.
Think about it. Our daily lives are completely saturated with electromagnetic waves. We rely on Wi-Fi, cellular data, and Bluetooth just to survive the day, right? But, as this quote beautifully points out, there is a massive, mysterious swath of the spectrum that remains largely ignored. It's been sitting there, this totally untapped resource. Well, today, we're going to see exactly why scientists are finally unlocking its incredible potential.
So, let's pinpoint exactly what we're talking about. We're zeroing in on what scientists historically called the terahertz gap. It's sandwiched right in there between the microwaves you use to heat up your leftover pizza and the infrared light firing out of your TV remote. For decades, this specific region, spanning from roughly 100 gigahertz up to 10 terahertz, was notoriously difficult to access. It was like a technological no man's land. Why? Because traditional electronic antennas just couldn't oscillate fast enough to generate these waves, and traditional optical lasers couldn't produce frequencies quite this low.
What makes this gap so fascinating is that it's this crazy transition region where optics literally collides with electronics. On the microwave side of things, electronics are all about measuring the phase of the electric field. But jump over to the infrared side, and optics are measuring the intensity of light. Terahertz radiation, or T-rays as they're sometimes called, forces us to combine these two totally different physics approaches.
Section 1. Bridging Optics and Electronics. Picture stepping into a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art lab. This is the solution scientists came up with, a Terahertz Time-Domain Spectroscopy system, or THz-TDS for short. This right here is the ultimate hybrid technology. It takes high-tech optics, specifically ultrafast lasers, and uses them to trigger semiconductor devices that act just like super high-speed electronic antennas. It's an absolutely stunning marriage of two completely different worlds of physics.
Okay, let's break down how this actually flows in real time. Step 1. An ultra-fast femtosecond laser fires a pulse of near-infrared light. Step 2. A beam splitter divides that light. One path heads over to an emitter to generate a single, unimaginably short picosecond burst of glowing terahertz radiation. Step 3. The other path travels through a mechanical optical delay line straight to a detector. By perfectly, and I mean flawlessly, timing when that second laser pulse hits the detector, the system samples the transient terahertz electric field with staggering sub-picosecond resolution. We are literally mapping the actual electric field waveform point by point as it moves through time. How cool is that?
Section 2. From time to frequency. So, once we have that raw time-domain picosecond pulse recorded, we need to transform it. We convert that raw pulse into a frequency domain spectrum. This is absolutely crucial because the frequency domain is where the distinct molecular fingerprints of materials actually live. But, how do we actually bridge the gap between those raw time pulses and the final frequency spectrum?
The secret sauce is the fast Fourier transform, or FFT. It's a brilliant mathematical algorithm that shifts our time domain signal into a complex valued frequency domain spectrum. And because we measured the electric field directly in the previous step, the FFT gives us both the amplitude and the phase information. This is huge, guys. It allows us to calculate a material's complex refractive index and absorption coefficient directly. No need to rely on the clunky, complicated empirical models that older technologies had to use.
Section 3. Fingerprinting biological molecules.
So why is terahertz so incredibly special for biology? Well, unlike X-rays, which, let's face it, have super high energy and can literally blast molecules apart, terahertz waves are non-ionizing. They pack an incredibly low photon energy of just about 4 millielectron volts, so they're perfectly safe. But the real magic? That low energy perfectly matches the low-frequency molecular vibrations of weak hydrogen bonds in stuff like DNA and proteins. Instead of destroying the molecule, T-rays gently excite it. They literally make the molecule's structure dance for the camera.
And because the 3D structural conformation of every single biopolymer is unique, the way it dances is unique too. We can observe specific vibrational dynamics, actions that scientists actually call scissoring, wagging, and twisting. Seriously. This means every biomolecule produces its own unique vibrational signature. It is a literal terahertz fingerprint. we can identify incredibly complex, completely unknown biological structures simply by reading how they absorb these invisible waves.
Section 4. Security and Explosives Detection.
Now, let's talk real-world applications. Security screening is a massive challenge, right? We need to find concealed threats hidden under clothing or inside packaging, but obviously we can't expose people to dangerous ionizing radiation like X-rays every single day. And those lower frequency millimeter waves, like the scanners you walk through at the airport right now, they often produce these totally featureless spectra that can't chemically identify what a hidden substance actually is.
Well, terahertz completely solves this problem. THz waves easily pass right through non-conducting barrier materials like clothing, plastic, or cardboard. In one major experiment, researchers scanned samples containing harmless lactose, sucrose, and RDX, which, if you didn't know, is a highly dangerous explosive. Because RDX has its own totally unique terahertz fingerprint, the system can selectively map its presence. It creates this precise bright spot chemical map identifying the exact location of the explosive while totally ignoring the harmless sugars.
To sum up the massive advantages here for security, terahertz penetrates barriers. It reflects strongly off metals, making hidden weapons super obvious. It acts like an advanced chemical sniffer by identifying specific explosive spectral fingerprints, and the best part? It does all of this without raising a single safety or health concern. It's practically a sci-fi superpower brought to life right in front of us.
Section 5. Pharmaceuticals and Manufacturing.
Imagine a massive pharmaceutical plant churning out millions of life-saving tablets every single day. Ensuring the exact porosity and coating uniformity of each tablet is absolutely crucial for how that drug releases into the human body. Because terahertz waves easily permeate the polymers used in these tablets, and because their relatively long wavelengths result in very low scattering losses, we can shoot T-rays right through them on the assembly line. By measuring that effective refractive index we calculated earlier, we can instantly determine the internal porosity of the tablet without having to crush it or destroy it. It's totally non-destructive.
So what's the big takeaway from this explainer? It's really the sheer mind-blowing versatility of this technology. The core advantage of Terahertz Time-Domain Spectroscopy is that it provides rapid, non-destructive, non-ionizing, and highly sensitive material characterization. Whether it's probing the delicate hydrogen bonds of DNA, spotting hidden explosives at a checkpoint, or inspecting pharmaceutical tablets on a factory line, we are finally bringing the terahertz band out of the dark. We've finally managed to bridge the gap between electronics and optics to see the unseen. But honestly, it leaves us with a truly inspiring thought. If this massive wealth of information was sitting completely ignored in the terahertz gap for decades, what other invisible truths might be hiding right in front of us, just waiting for the right wavelength to illuminate them? I'm Dr. Chem, and I want to thank you so much for exploring this fascinating topic with me today. See you next time.